All right, well, happy Monday. Welcome back. This is our workout for today. Try not to do anything that we already did today for class. So we have some upright rows, front rack, reverse lunges, weighted sit-ups. We have a tall, kneeling, alternating Cuban press. Lots of words. I'll show you what that is. A split stance RDL. This is going to be a new one for us today. Penguin crunches, dumbbell pullover, weighted glute bridge, and an alternating Superman. Same format. We'll do 3 sets of each series. With this for today, you should be able to get by with just 1 dumbbell if that's all you have. If you have 2 dumbbells or a kettlebell, you should be able to make that work today as well. So keeping it really simple today. So we are going to get started with an upright row. You can use a kettlebell or dumbbell or dumbbells on this one. I'm going to use a dumbbell. So what we're going to do on this one, when we get set up with our dumbbells, you can hold on to this dumbbell with both hands. We're just going to raise the dumbbell up just below the chin. Going to pause for a second, and then we're going to go 2 seconds on the way back down. Nice. We're going to get a quick pull, pause, and then 2 seconds down. We're going to start with 10 reps on that one, so just a nice little bit of tempo here. Make sure our feet are set underneath our hips, so we're squeezing our core nice and tight. When you guys are ready, we'll go ahead and get started with our 10 reps on our upright row. So again, elbows come high, pause, and then 2 seconds down. 10 reps here. That's light pause, good control on the way back. Again, you can use a dumbbell or kettlebell on this one. We want 10 reps here. Once you get 10, you can set your weight down. And our second move is going to be a front rack reverse lunge. So we're going to do, if you have a kettlebell or dumbbell, you can hold in a goblet position. If you have 2 dumbbells, we're going to hold the head of the dumbbell on each shoulder. Make sure our elbows are up in this position, so we're activating those muscles in our upper back. We're going to start standing up nice and tall, then we're going to take that short step back, drop the back knee to the ground. We'll come back up, just pushing through that front foot heel. Okay? And we're going to end up doing 8 reps on each side. If you only have 1 dumbbell, it's going to work. You can hold in front rack here, or if you want to hold a kettlebell in a goblet position, that's fine as well. All right? So we're ready. We get set up, and we're just going 8 reps on each side. And make sure that chest is up nice and tall. We're keeping the elbows high as we come into our lunges. So soft touch with that back knee, keeping our balance here. We're just going to do 8 reps on each side. And once you're done with that, we're going to come on down to the ground with a weight. We're going to do a weighted sit-up. Give you a couple options on this. You can hold the weight against your chest on your sit-ups, or you can hold the weight over your head. Okay, if we're holding the weight up over our head, we're going to start with the weight over our chest. As we come up, we're going to raise that dumbbell up over our head. If you're holding on your torso here, you're just going to crunch up with that weight against your chest. We're going to do 12 reps on our sit-ups. So when you're ready, we'll go ahead and start on those 12 reps. right, 12 reps on our sit-ups. Catch your breath here for a second. We're going to go back to those upright rows. So again, when we get set up on this one, feet are underneath our hips. The elbows are going to come up nice and high. We're going to get that pause right at the chin and then slow on the way back down. 10 reps. When you're ready, go ahead and get started. Right, 10 reps on our upright rows. Go back to our front rack reverse lunges. So again, getting those dumbbells set up on the shoulders. Chest stays tall, elbows stay up. Take that short step back. Knees should be stacked right over the ankle. That back knee, just a nice soft touch. 8 on each side. All right, get 8 on each side. We're come back down to the ground. Catch your breath for a second. We go into our weighted sit-ups. Again, we're doing 12 reps on these. All right, that's 12 reps. We'll rest and go one more time through this series, starting with our upright rows. Again, our feet are underneath our hips here, torso is nice and tall. That big squeeze up with the elbows. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and begin. Get that 1 second pause, slow on the way down. On 10 reps. Go back to our weighted lunges. That good front rack position. Just make sure we're keeping those elbows up. Letting that weight be supported by the body here. Remember, going 8 reps on each side. Just soft touch with that back knee. Finish out there. One more set of weighted sit-ups. When you're ready, go ahead and get started. 12 reps on these. All right, first series down. 2 to go. So our next series is probably going to take a little bit longer because we have some single arm and single leg. The first one we're going to start with, we'll have 2 dumbbells. You're going to be in a tall kneeling position. My toes are going to be tucked under. I'm going to be up nice and tall, squeezing my glutes. And we're going to do some overhead pressing. So what we're going to do today is a Cuban press. So instead of having our elbows forward like we normally would for our strict press, we're going to rotate our elbows out. Okay? And we're going to do an alternating, meaning we're going to go 1 rep on each arm, and we're going to do 8 on each side. Okay? So again, this is a tall kneeling position. We're up nice and tall, extended through the hips. Toes are tucked under to give us a little bit of support, and then the elbows are out to the side here as we press. 8 on each side for alternating arms. When you're ready, you can go ahead and get started. No tempo on this one. Just stay focused on keeping our core tight. We're squeezing our glutes, staying nice and stable as we press. So those elbows are out to the side on this one. Good. 8 on each side. And from there, we have a new movement today. It's going to be a split stance RDL. So Romanian deadlift, we've done these before. Typically, we do them with both feet together to get that hinge. Today, we're going to come into a stagger stance. So I'm going to have one foot, just about half a foot in front of my other and slightly out to the side. This front knee is going to bend, this back leg is going to stay locked out. From there, I'm going to push my hip back. You'll notice this front knee stays right over my ankle. Back stays flat. I'm going to feel a nice big stretch in this front leg hamstring. Okay, so as you go through this, I want you guys to try that out without weight first. So our split stance, one foot in front of the other. Front knee is bent, back leg is straight. I'm going to push my hip back. This front knee stays bent. I'm getting a nice stretch in the back of this front leg hamstring. Okay? When you do this today, you're going to do 8 reps on each side, and we're going to hold some weight on this. So you can hold 2 dumbbells. We'll get set up in our stance here. Dumbbells are just going to hang down by the side. Again, back leg is locked out, front knee is bent. We're pushing the hips back, get a nice stretch in that front leg hamstring, and then we'll go ahead and stand back up. We're going to do 8 on each side. When you're ready, 3 seconds down, nice and controlled. Give a slight pause, and then come back up. Nice and controlled on the way down, pushing the hips back, keeping that back or front foot, front leg bent. Nice and controlled on the way down, just isolating that front leg hamstring. 8 reps on this side. 8 reps on one side. If you need to set your dumbbells down for a second, you can. Otherwise, you're gonna find that same position on the other leg. Back leg is straight, front leg is bent. Gonna push the hips back, keeping that front leg bent, back leg straight. 3 seconds down, slight pause at the bottom. So that back is staying nice and flat. All right, if you guys did that one right, again, you should feel that in the back of your front leg. From here, we're gonna go into our penguin crunches. So we're gonna come on down to the ground. What we're gonna do on this one is I want you to have your feet flat on the ground. We're gonna crunch up and reach towards your heel. We're just gonna go side to side, 10 on each side, crunching the shoulder blades off the ground, and then reaching side to side, 10 each direction. Then whenever you're ready, go ahead and get started. All right, one round down. So we started with our Cuban press on this one, so we'll go back to that for our second set. We'll have our dumbbells up nice tall, hips are extended, toes are tucked under, torso is nice and tall here, elbows are out to the side, and again, we're punching up, out to the side, and then switching arms. 8 on each side. Once you're done with those, a little bit of rest here. We're going to go back to our split stance RDL. Focus on that hamstring work. And remember on these, we're going 8 on each leg. But y'all getting attacked by mosquitoes. All right, so you have that 1 foot in front. Again, that back leg is straight, front leg is bent. Get a nice hinge. Slow on the way down, 1 second pause at the bottom. Get 8 on one side. You can set your dumbbells down for a second if you need to. And we'll switch over, we'll get 8 on the other side. And front knee bent, back leg straight. And that hinge motion. We'll pause at the bottom. right, from there we're gonna go back to our penguin crunches. You were feeling it on that last set. Let's move through these just a little bit slower. We'll slow down that tempo a little bit. 10 on each side. About crunching those shoulder blades up off the ground. All right, nice work. We have one more time through this series. And our last series we're gonna spend on the ground. You get to lay down for this last part. All right, so going to our Cuban Press next. In that nice tall kneeling position. Everything's nice and tight. 8 on each side. Elbows out. Think about squeezing the butt, squeezing the abs. Nice work. 8 on each side. Your arms a little break as we move into our split stance RDLs. It's our last set of these. And finding that good position with our hips, keeping our back nice and flat as we let that torso come forward. And going 8 on each side on these. All right, finish out that set. We're going back to our penguin crunches. Get our last set of these. Remember, nice, slow, and controlled. Just reaching towards the foot, keeping those shoulder blades off the ground. All right, go ahead and grab some water if you need it. Get into our last series. Our last series we're going to spend on the floor. All 3 exercises are going to be on the ground for this last one. So we're going to start with a pullover. Just going to target upper abs, a little bit up in the back here. What we're going to do on this one, we're going to legs straight out in front of us, relax on the ground. I'm going to start with this dumbbell, one dumbbell up over the chest. One dumbbell up over the chest. What we're going to do on this one is we're going to slowly bend the elbows, reach the dumbbell back towards the floor. Please make sure you are careful of your thumbs as you come down. When we get to this position, we're actually going to keep our knees bent. I want you to tuck your rib cage in and really close that space between your floor and your back, and then you're going to pull that dumbbell back up over your chest. Right, so as we come down, the elbows bend. I'm going to open up the rib cage. Before I go to pull, I'm going to push my low back into the floor and then pull that dumbbell back over my chest. All right, so nice and slow on the way out. Again, watch your thumb on the way down, and then squeeze, pull. And we're going to do 10 of these. Slow on the way down, squeeze, pull. Feet are flat on the floor. I'm opening up that rib cage, and then I'm pressing my low back into the ground as I raise that dumbbell back up over my chest. We're going 10 reps on this, slow on the way down, fast on the way up. All right. To get 10 reps, you're going to go ahead and set that weight on your hips. And we're going to go into a weighted glute bridge on this next one. So we're going to hold that dumbbell on our hips. We get our feet set close to our butt, about hip width apart. From here, we're going to raise our hips up nice and high. We're going to hold for 2 seconds, and then we're slowly going to lower back to the ground. We're going to do 10 reps on this one as well. 2-second hold at the top, and then 2 seconds on the way back to the floor. Pushing through the heels, big squeeze, and then slow back to the floor. 10 reps here. Sure, get that nice big pause at the top. Really pushing the heels down, squeezing the butt. And once we get 10 reps, put that weight off to the side. And we're going to go onto our stomachs. We're alternating Superman. So what we're going to do on this one, when we get set up, is we're going to raise your opposite arm and opposite leg. So if I raise my right arm, my left leg comes up. If I raise my left arm, my right leg comes up. I'm going to get a nice 1-second pause at the top. I'm going to go 10 on each side. I want you to try to squeeze through your butt and squeeze through your upper back to try to lift your chest and your leg off the floor as you come up. Okay? 10 on each side. Remember, a little pause at the top. Working on those back muscles here. All right, 10 on each side. We'll rest. We're going to flip back over onto our back for the pullover. Remember on this one, our feet are going to be flat on the ground. Have that dumbbell starting up over our chest. We're slowly going to bend the elbows, lower the dumbbell to the ground. Then we're getting that squeeze and pull. We're going 10 reps on this one. Just slight bend in the elbows. Now 10 reps on our pullovers, and we're going to go right into our glute bridge. We're going to get our feet set, pressing through the heels. You're going to raise those hips up high. 2-second pause at the top, and then slow on the way down. 10 reps here. Just holding that weight on the hip. Big push through the heels. And 10 reps there on our glute bridge, and then again we'll flip over onto our stomachs for another set of alternating Supermans. Round knees, on again on 1-second pause at the top. Again, trying to lift the thigh and the chest off the ground at the same time. You ready? 10 reps each side. All right, flip back over onto your back. We're gonna go one more round, starting with the pullover. Again, 10 reps with tempo, control on the way down. And a nice big squeeze and crunch on the way up. And just a nice slight bend in the elbow. Pressing that low back into the floor. Our 10 reps there. We're going to go right into our glute bridge. Get our feet set. Remember that 2-second pause at the top. And then slow on the way down. Going for 10 reps here as well. Pushing through the heels. Once you get 10, we'll flip back over to your stomach and finish out with a set of Supermans. Alternating Supermans, 10 on each side. Remember that pause at the top? Squeeze that chest, squeeze that leg up off the ground. All right, let's finish out that last set. We are done with our accessory work for today. Nice little full body workout for you.